Rev up your engines. Alrighty, here we have a Toyota that just came over. It's smoking under the hood and the check engine light's on. So let's figure out what's wrong. Well, we're opening it up and plugging the old scan tool. Alright, it's got P0171, system 2 lean. So it's running 2 lean, which is often a vacuum leak in these things. The freeze frame data, we can see that this lean code trip when the vehicle speed was 0. So it happened when the car wasn't even moving. Which is almost always a vacuum leak somewhere. Now we're trying to figure out why it's smoking under the hood. Well, it was smoking on the back side here. So let's take this plastic crap off and look inside. So off comes the plastic cover. Stupid things anyways, they don't do anything. And you gotta wiggle the heck out of them and get them off. And as we look around, we can see, aha, there's a ton of oil right here. Dirty old oil. As you can see here, the valve cover gasket's leaking, then it gets on the exhaust, so we're going to change that. And when you look closer on the front, you can see the oil's leaking all over here from the valve cover gasket too. So we'll take all the pieces off to get the valve cover off, and while we're at it, we'll look for vacuum hoses that have cracked or leaked, because that'll often trip a lean code where it's sucking air. Start with all the hoses that are in the way, grab that, pull it out of the way, then go to the back side, pull that one off. Then we'll disconnect all the ignition coil assemblies and remove the wiring harness out of the way. Then we'll take each one of the coils out. The bolt just comes off, and out comes the coils. Put them up here. And we'll do all 4, gotta get them out of the way. Then we remove all the little bolts that hold the valve cover on. There's a whole bunch of them, but they all just bolt off. And don't forget the ones hiding down here. I got them hitting all over the place. Then get a little pry bar and you can pry it up. They're often stuck. But with enough prying, eventually the stupid thing comes off. There we go. And you can see the old brittle gasket comes off. Then wipe all the corrosion off the edge of it so it's nice and clean, because you want a nice shiny surface to put the new gasket on. Anything in the way, pull it off, clean it all off shiny. And to get your new gasket set that comes with the valve cover gasket and the little spark tube seals, then you slide it all in and push it hard. And this is a really old car, so I'm going to put a little 3M gasket sealer around it too, because these old ones often have a tendency of leaking unless you do that. This stuff works great. I like the black stuff. You just squeeze it all around. All the way around, covering the whole thing. What an artistic job. Done with the seals on the top in place, you flip it over, carefully place it on. Wiggle everything around, there's not much working space. On it goes. Then tighten all the 10mm bolts in. Start in the middle and work your way out. Don't forget the back ones. They're hidden away, but they're in there. First make them finger tight. Then start in the middle with the ratchet and make them all nice and tight. Then put all the hoses back on. Then put the ignition coils back. First get them finger tight. Then finish them off with the ratchet. Then plug the ignition coils in. And 4. Now if you remember, I had a running 2 lean code, so I checked and there's no hoses that have come off, so I'm going to change the PCV valve. If they leak, they'll often suck air, so we're going to change that too, because if the PCV valve sticks open, it sucks air, then it runs lean. Easy job on this cartridge right here. I sure stuck this one on. Man alive, you'd never get it off without the socket, that's for sure. Now I can finally at least use my hands. Oh, they got carried away with themselves on this one. Out it comes. Then we'll put the new one in. At least it's easier putting in than it is getting it out. A lot of twists. They could have made it a lot shorter. You kind of got it carried away with themselves. Now it's getting snug, so we'll finish it up. And put the hose back on. Ta-da! Put the stupid beauty cover back on. Lines up with these holes. It's always a fun job. All right, close the hood. Start her up. So if your car's check engine light is coming on and your car's smoking under the hood, you know how to fix it yourself. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.